Welcome to iSkipper, where we cover all aspects of sailing, powerboating theory. If you're new to the channel and want to build your knowledge about sailing and powerboating, please like and subscribe. So let's dive in with the 6 easy steps for a course to steer. Whether you are out on a sailboat or motor cruiser, there will be natural elements pushing you off course. These elements may be the wind or the tidal stream. If we don't allow for these elements in our calculations, we may be pushed off course into dangerous waters. This is where a course to steer comes in. If we alter our course towards the wind or the tide, we can reduce the effect it has. If a person was rowing across a river, they would instinctively angle their boat upstream to counter the effect of the current. At sea, often we cannot see our destination, therefore it is difficult to use this instinct. This is where our chart, pencil, Portland plotter, dividers are used to draw a triangle to work out the angle required. If you are liking what you're hearing so far, it would be appreciated if you could hit that like button just to keep that algorithm happy. Step 1. We need to plot a fix, and there are many ways of doing this. I already have a video about it if you want to look it up. The symbol for a fix is a circle with a dot in it. It is common to write down the time of the fix and the log reading next to it. Next thing, we need to know where we want to go. In this example, I would like to get to the cardinal. I will draw the symbol for the waypoint next to the cardinal. Then I need to draw a line from my fix to my destination waypoint. It is often a good idea to extend this line beyond the destination, and you'll see why later. We call this line the ground track. Often, this line is represented on your chart plotter, and a lot of GPS units call it the course over ground, or the COG. To represent the ground track, the convention is to use 2 arrowheads. Step 2. Approximately, how long will it take to travel from the fix to the destination? With my dividers, I measure 8.5 miles. If my boat speed is 9 knots, it would take me approximately 1 hour to travel there. I don't need to be too precise with this calculation, but I need to know whether to allow for half an hour, an hour, or maybe 12 hours of tide. As I say in this example, I need to allow for 1 hour of tide. Step 3. I need to go to my almanac or tidal software to work out the set and the rate of the tide for the given hour. We have another video about this. Step 4. Then from the fix, I need to plot on the tidal vector using my Portland plotter. To show this, the tidal vector, I need to draw on 3 arrowheads. Step 5. This has been easy so far, but step 5 is often the step that is plotted incorrectly. So if you're taking notes, please change the colour of your pen or grab your highlighter. We need to measure the expected boat speed for 1 hour. Earlier on in this example, I said the boat speed was 9 knots. So we need to open my dividers to 9 miles. I put one end of the dividers on the end of the tidal stream vector, then swing an arc through the ground track. This might be just before the destination cardinal or just after. But the key understanding point is this arc is where the boat will be in 1 hour's time. It will not necessarily be at the destination in 1 hour. Step 6. I need to join up the end of my tidal vector to the arc that is crossing the ground track. To show the water track, I need to draw on 1 arrowhead. I then take my Portland plotter and measure the angle of the water track. Now this will be a true bearing and will probably need to allow for local variation and possibly deviation to turn this into a compass bearing. Another key understanding point is that the boat is pointing along the water track, but because the tide is pushing it off course, it's actually travelling along the ground track. If you would like some further help on this subject, please check out in the description below a link to Fiverr. We can set up a virtual coaching session and I can really help you understand this subject. There's also a worksheet that goes along with this video that can be downloaded from my Etsy page. Also, that link is in the description below. iSkipper are working alongside Sailing Course Online to deliver the Royal Yachting Association Day Skipper and Yachtmaster Theory. These courses can be studied anywhere in the world. All the course materials will be posted out to you and you can be studying at your own pace. After you pass your exam with flying colours, a hard copy of your certificate will be posted out to your home address. You can find out more details at iskipper.org or in the description below. So back to our course to steer. In summary, we have our 6 easy steps for a course to steer. Step 1. How far is it from the start point to the destination? Step 2. Approximately, how long will it take you to travel to the destination? Step 3. Look up the tidal stream for that given hour. Step 4. Plot the tidal stream at the start of the ground track. Step 5. Using your expected boat speed for 1 hour, swing an arc with the dividers from the end of the tidal stream vector across the ground track. Step 6. Joining the end of the tidal vector to the arc. Measure this angle. You may need to allow for variation. So there we have it. 6 easy steps for a course to steer.